So 20 users doesn't sound a lot, but for me as a solo founder, this is more about the journey that I went to come to this amount of users. So my name is Naud. I am a solo founder of Ask Once, and Ask Once is basically a AI orchestration software where it solves the problem of using multiple LLMs with different tabs, right? Where you'd have like ChatGPT in one tab and you'd have Gemini in another, and you have them in all different tabs and you compare your answers. You're not sure what answer is right, or you're not even sure which LLM provides the right answers for writing or for like coding. You're not sure. So this software tries to fix that issue by helping you compare different answers and also having a workflow where you could use all three LLMs or four LLMs in just one prompt and give them different tasks where they would finish in parallel times. So that's basically the whole idea, is to fix these issues where you don't get the right response that you want. So they fix those issues. So this idea came to be because I wanted to fix my own issue, which was basically I had a problem when I was writing my research, and I wanted to compare the different answers because they're giving me different things and I wasn't sure which one was the right one. So I just made this platform, and then later I realized this might help out people. So how this happened was basically I started this by just having a rough sketch of the idea, and I developed it in a week using cloud code and in a bit of coding here and there. I also have a CS background, and I've been working through front-end development for a while, so I just wanted to brush up on my skills as well. So I took on this challenge and I made the website, but the problem was no users, right? I feel like that's the main issue right now. It's like it's so easy to build, but the distribution is really hard. It's the mode basically. So what I ended up doing was I ended up trying to find people who would actually use my app. Like I try to understand who'd actually pay for this app and who'd actually use it. So I thought of communities where people will use this, like on X, on YouTube, on TikTok. So what did I do? Well, I went online and I searched how to market, right? I have no skills in marketing at all. So what I ended up doing was I took inspiration from them. They're like post on every single social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, organic marketing, all that stuff. So I did all those. I did them for weeks. I did it for a week, and then I didn't see that much of a progress. It wasn't growing as much as I wanted. I was barely getting that many people. People were liking the videos, but they weren't converting to go to the website and sign up, all those things. So what I ended up doing was I released my frustration on Reddit. So I released my frustration on Reddit by posting, I'm the only subscriber of my SaaS. And what happened was that post actually blew up. Like I got 14,000 views, around 200 plus comments, around 300 plus upvotes, all those things. So what ended up happening was my websites actually, I got a lot of feedback from users. Like they're like, oh, this is not right. So the thing with Reddit is that people are very direct. They're not gonna be like, oh, what a cute UI. They'll be very direct to you. They'll be like, what is this thing broken? This is not working. They're very direct, which is actually helps you in a way. So what happened after 14,000 views? My website crashed actually. So my login crashed, and I had to figure out a way because a lot of people commented that your login is not working. So I lost a bunch of users throughout the way, and then I tried to fix my login, and then I barely scrambled to get users. But I ended up getting traction to my account, to my Reddit account, and then which later when I posted, I got more users from that. But one thing I would say is login is really important, which we'll talk about later. But the main thing here is understanding what platforms have what type of users. So it's really important. So I suggest for beginner founders who have no users to go on Reddit and post. But the way you post really matters. People don't like, especially me, I also don't like when people talk about their product directly. Like when they talk about hey, go to my website, I've done this. I don't really want to go there. Why would I? Why do I care about your product? But if you post about like a problem or you're having where that everyone could learn from, or someone could actually like help you out, then that is where the community shines, in my belief. So one thing I have structured, which I do in Reddit, especially now on, I have more better views now on Reddit. And what I do is I basically structure it in a way where it is 70% is about what problem you're facing, and 30% is about your product. So having it structured in that way is more like indirect marketing, where you talk about some things. For example, I mentioned that I got only 10 users, and I mostly talked about myself and how I did this, and I talked about a little bit about my product. I didn't even put a link. People ask me, what is your product link? And I had to provide it to them. So doing it in that way creates curiosity to them, where they would actually want to see your product. They would actually ask you. When you do that, that's where the community really shines, and where your product actually gets more attention. So Reddit is useful as well, but there are also other communities like X. I tried X, it didn't work out for me. I posted like for even pre-launch, I did some X work, it didn't work out. Product Hunt, a bit, I got a bit of views, but Product Hunt is like, it needs more time to structure your product launch strategy. I didn't really do as much as that because I don't really have that like marketing skills. My head was like, build this and then people actually see it, but no one's gonna see your thing. So the reality is no one's gonna see it. But one thing I would say I've learned is login, have like a proper structuring of login is really important. I cannot stress this enough, because login is literally like the front door to your app. If that crashes, then users will just bounce off, and you have lost users. So I would say like make sure your login or your sign up is on spot. And I recommend, if you're a developer or if you just are a vibe coder, to use like Better Auth or Clerk or those type of platform where it is already like done for you and you just implement it, and you're more safe than sorry. So I recommend that you focus on the login. The login is really important. And also, secondly, I'd say is try to understand where your where your users are. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but for me, like one of my users is like a writer. So I went to the writer subreddit, and I put myself into their shoes. I'm like, okay, I'm a writer now. I've written for 2 years. What do I expect from this product? So I try to write down my ideas, and then I posted some of the things that I thought might click with the writers on the subgroup, and I got some traction from that. So just try to like understand, list down your users, who your potential users might be, and then actually try to go to their subreddits or go to their X communities and just try to do those. So yeah, it takes time, but eventually, like, I reached 20 subscribers, 20 users, I meant. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I still have to like make the users turn to converting, which is another process. But yeah, this is just like phase 1 or phase 2, whatever you call it. So yeah, just learn from me, and this is build in public, I guess. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll keep you in touch what happens next with Ask Once. See you.